What is up, everybody? It is February 23rd, a Tuesday, and I thought I'd bring you guys the 3 tips that I do whenever I hit writer's block. Now, this is different for everybody. I know some people that I've talked to before where when they hit writer's block, they just keep barreling through it and they hopefully break through that wall and they can keep writing again. Me personally, I'm a little bit different when it comes to that. Whenever I hit a writer's block, I stop. Because a lot of the times whenever I hit that point and then I keep writing, everything after that is just crap. So here are the 3 things that I do personally that help me get through that. Number 1, before, like I said, I stop writing. I close down my laptop, I completely stop, and then I'll usually, I'll read. Whenever you read a book, that kind of helps you get some fresh ideas as far as like how to maybe word dialogue or how you should go about like doing different, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It just really seems to help because whenever you're reading another book, it kind of makes you step back a little bit and realize in the end like what you kind of want your book to be like as far as like how different sequences take place or things like that. I know that kind of sounds weird, but that's kind of what I do. If I'm writing a horror fiction book, then I read horror fiction books like Stephen King. And say you're trying to write a part where your main character goes through like a creepy little hallway and you're trying to find ways that might be kind of spooky, then I can't think of anything besides like Scooby-Doo pops out and scares the crap out of her, then that's when you know it's time to step back a little bit and look at your options. Man, Cheeto. Step 2, watch TV. I know this honestly sounds stupid and counterproductive as hell, but if you watch TV, you would not believe the amount of ideas you can get just on different things you can write. Like, I remember I was writing a certain chapter in my book and I hit a block. I think I couldn't figure out how I wanted a main conflict to like kind of wrap up. And I was watching some kids movie. I'm not gonna say which movie, but it helped me get through it because like the end resolution of the movie, it kind of fit into what I was trying to write. And so I just kind of like, that's it. That's what I need to do. Tip number 3. Now the 3rd tip that I do, and this is kind of more specific to just me, I guess. Whenever I'm writing a horror fiction novel right now, and it's really weird to get yourself in that mindset of like finding things that are kind of creepy or things that will kind of spook you out a little bit. So this may seem weird, so just bear with me for a second. So whenever I'm writing this particular book, if I'm writing a scene that's kind of more dark in a way, I'll usually write in the complete darkness. I'll turn off every single light in my hotel room and I'll just sit there and go through it. If I can't figure out how to write something, then I'll just kind of lean back in my chair, look around, and I'll remind myself how freaky my setting is. And then if I was to think about things that were to happen at that moment that were to freak me out, and that kind of helps me with my writing, because if I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my god, this would terrify me if somebody reached up from underneath my bed and grabbed my leg. Things like that can kind of help you, you know, complete your progress on your book or certain chapters that you're having troubles with. And another thing that kind of tie along in with that, one thing that I do too, if I'm like in between chapters or if I'm just kind of getting burnt out a little bit and I know I need to keep kind of trudging through to reach my word count that I'm trying to hit for each day, I'll go into the bathroom and I'll take a shower. But when I take a shower, I'll turn all the lights off. And I'll shower in the complete darkness, and I know how weird that sounds, but it helps because whenever you sit there and you try imagining something and you close your eyes and you kind of see the things in your head, if you're taking a shower and you open your eyes, it's completely black. Like you can't see anything. So it's kind of like you're in that same imaginative mindset the entire time, the entire shower, and plus I just like taking a shower. I don't think it would work the same way if I was sitting in bed at night just staring off into the darkness. So those are my 3 things that I do personally. Hopefully some of these things might help you guys a little bit. I know some of them probably seem generic, but it's something that I've ran into quite a few times and I thought maybe I could kind of share with you guys what I do personally to kind of overcome that. As far as a book update right now, I am currently sitting on like chapter 14 of my book. It is called Creatures. That's kind of the title I'm sticking with right now. I'll probably change that a little bit later on. But I'm currently set to have it done by April 3rd. So that's the date I'm shooting for. I won't be posting another vlog until probably Friday or Saturday because I'm actually going to Atlanta for this weekend. So for that trip in Atlanta, I'll be recording the whole thing, and then probably sometime next week I'll like post a video of kind of like a little montage of everything that I did in Atlanta, so that's gonna be really neat. But that's all I got for you guys. I really appreciate you watching. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and hit the like button. It really helps out as far as like the rankings go in the certain videos. So the more times you hit that like button, the higher up this video will get, and hopefully build the channel up a little bit. But thank you guys for watching so much. I really appreciate it. Well, that's all I got.